everything in the world. When you look at women in ages past, we've seen them taking the leadership position in politics, in economy, in every aspect of life. When you look at women in political positions, you see women that have been president of their countries, women have been prime ministers of their country, women have been leaders in different facets of life. The current one we have now is Dr. Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala, who is the Director General of the World Trade Organization. Those who have been presidents, Salif Johnson in Liberia, here in Africa. Dlamini has been president of the African Union. Angela Merkel, the woman that the longest serving chancellor in German politics. We have Shatrika Bamaratunga, former president of Sri Lanka. We have Mrs. Marcos, former president of Philippines. Mrs. Gloria Arroyo, former president of Philippines.
What about Margaret Thatcher?
Margaret Thatcher, former prime minister, the first British female prime minister and the longest serving prime minister in modern era. She was there between 1979 and 1992. And then we have, even back home here in Nigeria, we have had women who have been ministers. We have had a woman who has been governor for about a few days, Betty Etiaba, in then Anambra, when former Peter Obi was, let us go into, former governor of Anambra State was impeached. We have had women that have held positions, and they have been very, very fantastic. When it comes to writing, we have had women that have been writing books. Mariam Abba, the woman that wrote So Long a Letter in Senegal, she's from Gore in Senegal. We have Bushi Emecha. Mention names of those who have dominated the literary world. There are women. In arts, those who are acting, we have just used one this as a legend.
We have them.
In large numbers.
And let's come down to the broadcast industry.
Fantastic.
They have female broadcasters, amazing female broadcasters.
Yes.
And they are really, really pulling their weight.
They have really been part at the World Championships.
Exactly.
And apart from several other African nations to have attended every FIFA World Cup.
What's the name of that Super Falcons goalkeeper? Nadozie.
They call her the cat in France. She's keeping for FC Lille.
You know, women, we dominate. And then
I had a very terrible experience with you women. In 2010, when you won
How can you say terrible experience?
Let me explain myself. When you people won the African Women Cup of Nations in South Africa, you women, the Falcons, they sang from Oliver Tambo Airport to go to Lagos. I couldn't sleep in the airport. In the plane. I couldn't sleep.
Why would you sleep?
Because they were busy singing. Because you won a cup.
Is that a bedroom?
Terrible experience.
Is that a bedroom? It's not a bedroom now, so let them sing.
You can sleep inside the plane and relax.
No, that's
so
not. It is not a sleeping bay. No, let them sing.
Women can sing
because you are a man. That's why you were jealous of them. Let them sing.
Because you didn't win.
Let them sing. Let them sing.
Women can sing.
It is their time.
And sometimes they use their songs to even abuse us.
But you know that in marriage, in relationships, if man and woman are arguing, whatever, the man can never win the woman.
Most men, they'll just resort to fate.
99.9% of men cannot win a woman.
Because we don't want to be arguing now.
No, it's not because we don't want to argue, because we know how we twist. It is for you men to come up with your policies. We as women will use our own, what do they call it? We use it to change that your law.
And if you ever call her as a man, you will not be arguing with a woman.
You can't even win them, so it is a lost case. You don't really have case.
The next thing is we just pick our car key and our phones.
And you go and take your green bottles with your side chicks.
Not with side chicks. Not all of them. Sometimes we just go there and watch football.
Okay, they are not side. They are front chicks. I'll be back chicks. Which one?
Okay, we are talking about women in leadership positions. So how do we build them? Society has a lot of role to play here.
Exactly.
As our producer has said. He said we have to build them from the scratch.
And who is a leader? A leader is a person who influences and encourages a group of people to work towards the realization of goals and towards betterment. As Chester Barnett sums it up, and I quote, "Leadership is the ability of a superior to influence the behavior of a subordinate or group and persuades them to follow a particular course of action. End of quote. One of the key benefits of having women in leadership positions is the diversity of thought that they bring. Women tend to approach problems and challenges differently than men, and their perspectives can help to uncover new solutions and opportunities that may have otherwise been overlooked. Because we know that men, they have so much on their heads.
Exactly.
The way how they are going to fit their side chicks, how they are going to.
Why are you making reference to
No. I'm driving at a point. They have so many in their mind. So, productive ideas, they will lack it because they have so much.
Professor
So
Awobajo.
they have so much irrelevant things on their heads.
Irrelevant things.
Irrelevant.
Okay, building women for leadership
Irrelevant.
roles. Women make up half of the world's population, yet they are unrepresented in leadership positions. It is time to change this narrative. Let's explore ways to empower women and create a more inclusive leadership landscape. Women face various obstacles on their path to leadership, including gender-based and gender bias and stereotypes. First, limited access to education and training. Secondly, work-life balance and family responsibilities. Thirdly, lack of mentorship and support.
Let me add my own. Lack of support from their men also is a barrier.
Okay, number 4. How do we overcome these barriers and create a level playing ground? Developing leadership skills. Women need opportunities to develop essential leadership skills such as confidence building, communication and public speaking, strategic thinking and problem-solving approach, and collaboration. And the current society and organizations show a shortage of women leaders, with the numbers declining the higher up the leadership ladder. This needs to change for the sake of each organization's long-term success. 10% more likely to succeed against others in their industry. Women provide balance to strategy, planning, and decision-making that move organizations to the next level.
Women's balance of gifts, traits, and skills aligns them with their abilities to develop into dynamic and effective leaders. They bring balance to any leadership team that drives a deep push for defining the best decisions and execution for the organization. How can women grow, live their dreams, and advance in the leadership today? There is still a vast variance between men and women leaders. In view of all this, how do we empower our women for leadership roles? What are the barriers they are likely to face? What role do education and training play in preparing women for leadership positions? How can women balance work and family responsibilities while pursuing leadership roles? How can women leaders be supported in navigating political and social structures to achieve their goals? How can men be engaged as allies and advocates for women's leadership development? These and many more are what we are bringing to the table this morning on our discussion segment of One Flight this Friday morning. The lines are opened already. The lines are beeping already. 0803 437 9453 and 0815. Hello, good morning, ma. Good morning, ma.
Good morning. I love Titi this morning.
Thank you, ma.
To floor Wole completely.
1-0.
So Wole could not even argue again.
I will equalize.
It's so good that Titi is more powerful than himself.
Abi.
Telling us that we women are more powerful than men. Even the opportunities.
I don't you people up.
This is Ika going from Quarry Road.
Thank you for joining us, ma.
Happy Friday to every one of you.
We wish you the same, ma.
I just speak on one issue there. One, the home itself should start bringing up women equally with men. The disparity of gender in the homes and the way we treat our men and female girls are quite wrong in so many homes. And with some religious inclinations and bias, we find that women should be kept in the background. And as a result, far from home, the training, the exclusion, the separation, and the importance being placed on boys also affect the treated the same way. Am I get time for them? And so the barriers to work. Secondly, don't let us allow religion to play on the way we bring up our children. It are supposed in some areas not to be seen